Now, let me start off by saying I completely understand that Scott Snyder didn't write this for me to be able to make a video about it. No, he wrote it to be entertaining to the masses who are comic book fans, especially Batman fans. So I understand this is not to make my job easier. But man, when it jumps from this scenario to that scenario, this scenario, that scenario on the same page a few times, it is hard to talk out. I mean, hard to talk out, which you'll see here in a minute. But again, still a great story, especially if you read it by yourself and not relying on me to tell you, because I don't do the greatest of jobs of doing that, especially when it comes to stories like this. Anyway, enough rambling. Support the comic book industry by visiting local LCS. My name is Dorian. This is SCM Comics. We continue our covers of Absolute Batman with number 8. So our story starts off with a flashback and things that happen in current events. The flashback has Killer Croc saying, "Don't you even think about running, Bruce. You're not getting out of this one." So we know what's going on in that. But then in current events, Mr. Freeze just put it on Bruce by just grabbing his face, and now he's dragging him somewhere. So now in current events, we see Mr. Freeze just drag Bruce into this room, and it's like, "All right, Mr. Pennyworth, or whoever you are, this is what's going to happen." And Bruce tries to fight back, grabs him by his neck, and is like, you, and then Mr. Freeze put that black ass hand on his hand, and all of a sudden Bruce just passes out. So finally Bruce wakes up, and you can see the effects that Mr. Freeze is having on him, because one of his eyes has turned blue, and he has brown eyes. So then Bruce is like, "What?" And then Mr. Freeze is like, "Oh, good. I hope you enjoyed your rest, because there won't be any sleeping in the ice after all. The pain won't let you." Scott Snyder, congratulations. If I ever was even think about doing like cryogenics or anything like that to keep myself alive, you have ended that conversation. Just put me in the dirt when my time comes. So Mr. Freeze goes, "That's right, look around. You are in high companies. Gotham's wealthiest members of their power family are here. All of them looking to extend their lives by escaping in the ice. They think it's salvation, but it's not. It's vengeance." And he turns on the machine, and he goes, "Now, when your temperature drops, it's going to feel like burning. That's hypothermia. That's your brain messing with you. That's why when you find people that froze to death, they find them without their clothes, because they think they're burning. But don't worry, the suffering will pass beyond hot and cold. Now, for the first 30 years, all you're going to want is death. But hopefully, if you're like me, you'll learn to accept it, even love it, the pain." So it's like Scott Snyder and Jason Aaron like competition. They're trying to see who can make the most craziest and deranged supervillains between Brainiac and Mr. Freeze. And I'm not sure who's winning, because they both freak me the hell out. So now back to the flashback, Bruce is like, "Get off me, I don't want to hurt you." So the Killer Croc's like, "You can try, but if you leave now, you're no better than matches." And Bruce is like, "What the hell did you say?" And Killer Croc's like, "You know what? Go ahead. All this means is you're a coward." And Bruce tackles him from behind. So now we cut back to present time, and Bruce is going through it. Like, he's thinking about Gotham. He's thinking about bats for some reason. I mean, he is Batman. He's thinking about Joe Chill and how he killed his father. But his eyes are like bloodshot red. I mean, red. And I'm sorry. I can never fight Mr. Freeze. Like, I'm a Freeze baby to begin with. I just give you a setup. My little setup for recording everything and making everything is downstairs in the basement. Stays cold down there. Doesn't matter how hot it is outside. We got central air, so it stays cold down here. So I keep a space heater down here, because I'm a Freeze baby. So if I was Batman, I had to fight Mr. Freeze. I'm like, nope. I'd be screaming, "I know you can hear me, Kal-El. You need to get your ass here, and you need to handle this." So now we go back in time when Bruce is with his friends. He sneak attacked Croc, and that was the only hit he landed on him, because Croc beat him down. I mean, beat him down. Like, now, before you guys say, "Oh, that will never happen," this is a young Batman, all right? Plus, also too, Killer Croc was helping him train. So yeah, Killer Croc, he knows what he's doing. Plus, also, why am I trying to make excuses? Bruce got his ass whipped. Batman got beat by Killer Croc. Plain and simple. So with the tank filling up with freezing water, which looks like it's about to send Bruce to the lowest level of Dante's Inferno, which you can miss me and all that. He's also having flashbacks of, when he was a kid and then Killer Croc making up with him and helping him up. And pretty much it was like a scene out of Harlem Nights where he's like, I'm sorry for this ass whooping. But in his cast, he has this makeshift crossbow which has 3 little miniature batarangs that he can fire. And they're in the same shape as the one on his chest plate. Like, these things shouldn't even be aerodynamic, but I guess they are. He shoots one and it slightly cracks the glass. He shoots another one and it really cracks the glass. And he shoots the third, and our very cold Batman found a way out. So now we cut the freeze and he's talking to somebody about how he has this bacterium that died over 100,000 years ago. It's untraceable, and he mixed it in with his snowfall that's happening right now in Gotham. It says anybody's skin that it touches should be fully readable to the person. So whoever's on the other side of the radio is like, upon uploading data, it says we're looking at 92% of the city's population right now. And then the voice asks, and nobody gave you trouble about the Malone man? And Miss Free goes, nobody of significance. And then the door gets kicked in. And now Batman is in full gear, equipped with a flamethrower. And instead of being scared, Mr. Freeze is excited. Now, this Batman is different from any other Batman that you read about, except for maybe the ones from the Dark Multiverse. Because he takes that flamethrower and puts it right in Mr. Freeze's face. I mean, right in his face. And I don't know if it's because of his internal temperature just is that low, or if he's just that used to dealing with pain. But Mr. Freeze brushes it right off. So Batman whips his cape at him, and Mr. Freeze gets out the way. And Batman's like, he is fast, like really fast. Well, I'm really slow, one or the other. Either way, it don't matter. Mr. Freeze palms his face and slams him through the wall. And then Mr. Freeze is like, before you say anything, let me introduce you to some company. He hits a button, and all of those dudes and people, or whoever that were frozen, he let out. And they're like a zombie horde, and they head straight for Batman. And they're like zombies because he punches one right in the face and his jaw goes flying. I mean, flying. And throughout all this, they're also doing flashbacks to where Bruce, after he got his butt kicked by Killer Croc, they were honoring Matches Malone. Like, all this is going on at one time. And they show the little mural for Matches that they made. And Mr. Freeze is like taunting Batman. It's like, come on, get through him. I'm right here. So finally, Batman kind of like freaks out. He pushes all the zombies off of him or throws them off of him. And instead of headed for Mr. Freeze, he starts headed for that hole in the wall that Mr. Freeze helped him make. So he smashes through the wall and he tumbles and he's falling on top of like this slanted roof that's on top of this building. It's a high building. Once he gets to the edge, he kind of like glides off, but he uses his cape to like grab on. So he just kind of like hanging there like a bat. And he gives a call to Killer Croc and he's like, hey, there's something in the snow. You need to be careful. There's something in the snow. And then we cut to Killer Croc's gym. As he's walking in, there's some guys that are like waiting on him. And he's like Jay-Z. He's like, with me, you know I got it. But somebody has something for him, which is like some chloroform, puts it on him, knocks him out, injects him with something, or puts a needle in his arm. So I guess test him, and they say he's a good specimen. And then one dude's like, let's take him to Ark M.